up, we have the Dunkleosteus, also known as the guillotine fish. This was a 30-foot long armored fish that lived during the Devonian period, and it was one of the most terrifying predators to ever exist. It didn't have teeth, instead its jaws were made of exposed, self-sharpening bone plates that were basically giant scissors. When this thing snapped its jaws shut, it did so in 1/50th of a second, generating a bite force of up to 8,000 pounds per square inch. The speed and pressure were so intense that it would actually create a vacuum in front of its mouth, so it would literally suck its prey into its jaws before they even had time to react. Scientists believe that due to the sheer force of its bite, that it couldn't fully digest bones, so it would just regurgitate crushed skeletal remains after eating anything. I guess due to how overpowered its bite was, nature had to nerf it somehow. And this thing was also very heavily armored, but only on the front part of its body. The back part was fully exposed at all times. This actually worked in its favor, however, because while the front was covered in these thick bony plates, the back being flexible and unarmored allowed for these powerful swift movements, which allowed it to be an apex predator. And this thing dominated oceans for millions of years, so yeah. Finally, we have the hallucinogena. Mother Nature was cooking when she created this one. This tiny little creature, only about an inch or two long, lived during the Cambrian explosion around 500 million years ago, and it was one of the strangest little guys ever discovered. When scientists first found the fossil of it, they had absolutely no idea what they were looking at, so much so that they reconstructed it upside down and backwards. Its anatomy was so alien that they couldn't even figure out which end was the head and which way was up. And even now, after the corrections, it still just looks like something out of a fever dream. We really don't know a lot about this little guy, but based on fossil evidence, scientists believe it was a bottom-dwelling creature that likely fed by suction. So it would just like roam on the seafloor and suck microscopic foods and decaying matter into its mouth, anything that it could find, really. It just serves as a reminder that there was a time when life forms on this planet looked nothing like anything alive today. And if we were to see some of the things that were walking around during that time, it would probably turn most alien skeptics into believers.